Welcome to the Barrelhouse. All right, we're ready to go. Evening, everybody. Who's in? Anybody? I got no chat. Oh, wait, mine's still not going. What the heck?
That's not for me.
There we go. When you go upstairs, check to get your food checked to make sure it's going upstairs, all right?
Will do.
Okay, trying to get caught up. Not working.
Maybe.
I don't know, mine's just being weird. Okay, guys, welcome to the Barrelhouse. Sorry about that. Yeah, there's nothing in my chat. Huh.
Well, there's no one that's chatting.
Oh, there we go. My Little Pony's in. Hi, everybody. Hope you had a lovely New Year. You too. I was going to do all kinds of stuff before I did the live tonight. I thought, I got all afternoon. And Preston came by and picked up your stuff, Cindy, and we had to try some stuff. So, yeah. So we already got some stuff going. So this can be fun. I did some research today, the 2026 bottles. This can be fun. There's some good stuff coming out. Lots of still Austin stuff as the year goes. Now, later, I did this earlier today in research and didn't have it out by the month. Now it does, but I'm not going to try to sit and figure that all out. Anyways, I thought he was talking to somebody upstairs. So, yeah, so they've released partial for the whole year, and I'm just going to kind of read about what's coming out, and you can look up Breaking Bourbon. They've released it now, but it's not everything for the months. There's not a ton coming out in January, February. I'll kind of go over that throughout the year. Maybe we'll have I'll have a hunt day show, talking about what we found so far, what's coming up the next couple of months. Do that every couple of months. There's some good ones coming out, so we'll get into that. I went ahead and poured a old-fashioned. Haven't had one in a while with all the holiday stuff. I was doing other stuff, so having a little old-fashioned, and I'm using one of the bottles being released in the spring. They're just saying bottle and bond, so I don't know which one it's going to be, which age statement it's going to be. Decanter, more 7-year, but the Old Fitz 7. Move these over here closer. There we go. Old Fitz 7. It's been a good one. Bottle and bond, $50. There hasn't been a little bit released lately, so I'm assuming that there'll be some sort of decanter. I don't know the age statement yet, the years on it. If anybody knows that, they can let me know. So that would be cool. That's what we're going to talk about. Everybody kind of let me know what you're seeing, what you're hearing. We're going to go over stuff. Yeah, did you enjoy the Pappy? I bet you did. Hey-o, Cartman's in the house. My Little Pony, Taz is in the house. Found the F cancer today. Sweet. We're going to have to figure that one out. I'll have to send you a cash. I don't have the Venmo guy. So we'll have to see what we do there. And I've just been so busy. I'm finally catching up. Porky, I'll get your stuff ready to go and shipped out early next week. I'll box it up. I got Cindy's done because she's local. Well, Preston's taking it to her, so that made it easier. So I'll get yours done, and we'll have to figure that out. I can send you, I've got bags. I don't have a pump. Anyways, we'll figure it out. So Two-Tone is in the house. Two-Tone was just here a little bit ago. Two-Tone, get a hold of your dad. So we're doing a old-fashioned. I was working upstairs with the Old Fitz 7. So some of the releases I've got, January releases are the Jack Daniels 10, 12, and 14. So I got the 12-year here. I've never opened. I'm probably not going to open it tonight. 107 proof, but those are coming out this month. And the other one for this month, which is cool, is this year's version. They're re-releasing the Penelope Havana. So the Penelope Havana will be out this month at some point. The 20-year came out in December, but it's not in Colorado yet. I'm hoping to get one of those. There's some fun Penelope releases this year that I've heard of. The Rio's coming out again, which I didn't care for. The Madagascar, which I don't know anything about, will also be out this year. So we're going to pour up a few fun ones. Also, one I just found, so I found it on New Year's, so it just came in. So we'll count it kind of as a 2026, late 2025. This is always one of my favorites. The Evan Williams Vintage 2017. This is a 7-year and 11-month bottle. I paid $34.99. This stuff is, well, I mean, it's only 86 proof, but you can still sip it. It's got enough body. It's got char. It's got oak. It really is delicious. So we'll move this over here. Got the Nuggets going on in a close game. They're missing half their freaking team at this point, so I don't know how they can win it all. I don't know. Let's see. This thing is kind of in the way. Let's hope it sounds all right. Little clean. I still got a little remnants, little pieces of gold every once in a while here. I haven't had time to cut those or get those strings off from the barrel drop. Anybody that was in, I hope you had fun. That was really cool at midnight. Cracked the Knob Creek 12 tonight. Afterwards, the Copper and Cast cigar blend. Absolutely. Papa Snow's in the house. Where is he? There he is. Papa Snow's in the house. What are you drinking tonight? You gonna drop into that Booker. And speaking of your Knob Creek 12, we'll talk about that right now. I don't have a date on that. I think it's late spring. Not liking this, where this is at. Don't really like it anywhere. All right. So Knob Creek 12, right? Great bottle. Everybody likes a Knob Creek 12. They're coming out with a Knob Creek 12 cast strength, 121.3 proof. That is coming out this year. How cool is that? So my thought on that one, though, is why I brought this up, and we're going to pour some, is the Knob Creek cast strength single barrel select from Cantina Liquors in Wellington, Colorado. This is 121.3 proof. It's a cast strength. It's a single barrel, and it's $69.99. So the Knob Creek 12-year, I mean, a cast strength, meaning 121-ish proof right in that area. I think it was 121 or 121.3 or 21. I think it was 121 is what it said. Anyways, so, and that's not going to be a single barrel. It's a small batch, but it's 12 years. This is 10 years. So my curiosity will be the difference between something like this and something that's a 12-year that's aged 2 more years, but it's not a single barrel. So curiosity will really come on that one as to how this compares to this one. So that's pretty cool. Elijah Craig 15 is coming out this year. So what else is everybody else hearing? And what do you think about that, Porky? Will you go after that 12-year cast strength when it comes out? That will be kind of fun. See, they're everywhere. They're still everywhere. That was pretty crazy. Go back. It was at 2 hours and like 1 minute when we did the Happy New Year and shot all the confetti. It was crazy. It was really crazy. I watched it again, and man, yeah, I mean, I couldn't even see myself for a second. It was nuts. That was a lot of fun. Thanks to everybody that came in. Hit that like button, and Happy New Year to everybody. And let's talk about 2026 bottles and what's going to be released, other stuff, what you're looking for. We're going to grab some stuff down here. Still Austin's going to go crazy this year. You've got the, and then you have a lot of your other, birthday bourbons, of course. You'll have the 2026 and all the regular releases. Star Hill Farm, though, actually, that's like this month. So this one's coming out early, 2026. It's either January or February. February. So this one's coming out next month. And this last one, this was from, I want to say June and July. So look for that. This stuff is incredible. It is a whiskey. It is not a bourbon. It is all winter wheat. It's 100%. Well, no, there's some little malted barley in there. It's red wheat. Let's see. I'll read it again. This stuff is so good. This finished in the top couple for whiskey of the year on my channel. 51% soft red winter wheat, 27% malted soft red winter wheat, and 22% malt barley. So the 2026 will be out next month. I would highly recommend trying to find that one. We will keep this up here. We're going to move that off to the side. Put the Star Hill Farms over here. The Penelopes is going to be really cool this year. A lot of good ones. They are coming out with oh, wait, I'm not going to throw all this out there. Everybody get a pour going. Let's get people on and saying hi. And what are you drinking? So hello to Papa Snow and hello to Two Tone. Henry, cheers. Cheers, Henry. What's in your glass? I'm excited to see what's your first pour on the Barrelhouse of the 2026 New Year. Like to know that. Porky's got, yeah, have plenty of bourbon. No hurry, that's for sure. Horse and Soldier Cantina store pick tonight. Nice. Nice. Yeah, that stuff is really good. Oh, and Taz, you got to talk about that bottle that you sent me a text of. That looks pretty amazing at 18 year. Can't remember what was it called. I'm drawing a blank. Copper and cask. Absolutely, the cigar blend. And Henry is drinking. Oh, dry January. I forgot. He does the dry January thing. Yeah, I did yesterday. I figured January 1st, let's call it dry January, and then nope. So got a channel to run. So, anyways, well, that's too bad, Henry. You can enjoy your talk about what you're looking to hunt. What are you excited to find then once January's over? What are you looking for catches your eye? So like Parker Heritage is coming out with a 22 year this spring. That's pretty crazy. I can't wait for the cast strength Knob Creek 12, but imagine a store pick cast strength. They aged, yeah, I mean, they're 10 years, so I don't know how that'll be. I can't wait to try them against each other. They'll probably be close to the same price. Yep, only dry yesterday. I'm going to let Preston handle that one, Taz. So, did you eat it all, buddy? All right, I had to get a little food late. Preston came by and kept me up, or got me behind. It's all Preston's fault. So, we do the Evan Williams in a little bit. We're going to let that breathe. So another one I didn't see on the list, so everybody can look into that. I'm sure it would be coming out, but I didn't. I saw Maker's Mark Cellar Series 2026, but the 2024 came out with the Heart Series. The 2025 was the Maker's Mark Keeper Series. I like the Heart a lot. I love the Keeper Series. So what is the 2026 going to be? I haven't heard about that one. Really fair price at about $75. So I would love to find out what the 2026 is, but I did not see that on the Bourbon Guy or whichever Breaking Bourbon. I didn't see anything for that series of that they're supposed to do 5 years. I thought so. It's only a year or two. Yeah, this one's bold oak toasted. It's fantastic. So we got those two poured, and then I want to do this one. My son, through his mother, got this for me for my birthday 2 or 3 years ago. It's almost gone. Preston had never had it. Everybody goes after the Balboa. Now, Balboa isn't being released this year. Come to find out, this is an every other year release. So they're releasing that this year in the spring, the malted rye. And this is 100% malt rye whiskey. And it is really good. Single malt rye. Preston liked it a lot. It's kind of a sweet, a little more sweeter than the Balboa, I think. A little more traditional. But if you see this come out this year and have never had one, I recommend you getting one. I know it's not a bourbon, but yeah, give it a go. Oh, we're going to put this back there. Jack's over here. So, yeah, I would recommend that one. And Preston can atone that. Yeah, fantastic pour. Very, very delicious. The Horse Soldier is absolutely amazing. I agree with that one. Let's see. What is yes, I did. What is Terry drinking? I'm getting a little tipsy on Canadian Hunter. That all sounds awesome. I got to catch it. I wonder what the sausages were that Preston was talking about. So that's pretty funny. So Ray was going to try to be in the house, but he had some other stuff to do. He might drop in a little later. I said we'll start at 7:30, and he might jump on around 8:30. We're going to be off by 9 at the latest. But I want to get all over these. So I've got I'm not going to do that one tonight. We know how that. I'm just trying to think of other ones, and I probably might pour that. We got the keeper. So there's some other fun ones out there. This one was pretty cool. I don't know how available it'll be. So King Kentucky, yeah, of course, got really lucky on this. First bottle last year. Taz got one this year, but they just put out. This will be out this year's edition of it, of course. But they just announced because that's a single barrel. It's always single barrel, and it's Taz is a 17 year. Mine's a 16 year. They're coming out with a small batch King Kentucky 12 year. Might be here more available, a little bit more affordable. That'll be very interesting. I mean, that'll be sought after. That would be really awesome to get. That's coming out, I believe, that was in the late spring, maybe, because I know that the other one isn't until like September, October, but the small batch 12 year was earlier, so that would be really awesome. Make sure I don't have anybody else on here. So that would be really cool. That's another one that would be a lot of fun. Let's read a little bit more on here. Oh, I got to talk about this. So there's some big dogs coming out with stuff. Four Roses is coming out with their anthology, and it's the OESO. So what did I do with that? I'm gonna put it back on here. So I have the barrel proof version of the OESO, and this is I think it had an age statement, and so it talks about 10 recipes. So the OESO is fruity red berries in a medium body, and the one that's coming out the anthology is 21 years old. 21 years old. That's going to be amazing. We might cork pop this and do the OESO barrel proof, and this is from Supermarket Liquors. I want to do the same one. It's 60% corn, 35% rye, 5% malt barley. And, you got all these different ones. The S stands for straight bourbon whiskey on them. And then your last letter is your yeast. And then your O is for the distillery. And then you've got B and E are the different mash bills, I believe. 2 different mash bills is how that works. So we cover the Old Fitz Bottle and Bond. Old Forester's coming out with the 117 Triple Char, but that probably won't even leave Kentucky. That would be really cool if it did. But yeah, I'm thinking, do I want to open this one? So that would be really cool on the anthology. And then another one that I was reading on. So Baumberger's Declaration. I didn't get to read on that, but Baumberger's is coming out with a declaration. Not sure exactly what that is, but that would be kind of fun. Angel's Emmy's coming out with a 10-year cast strength, but that's not until the end of the year, I believe. Like I said, earlier today, there was no release dates. It just showed him, and then he updated. I was writing it down rather than look at his site, and then he updated it at like 5:30. Like, you got to be kidding me. So, but at least it was updated. Then another one, I have the Penelope Architect from this is probably 2 years ago. I haven't opened it. Straight bourbon whiskey, Architect in French oak staves, and it's 104 proof. And one of these days I'll open it. I've been wanting to, but they're coming out with the Architect of Golf is a Penelope one coming out. Well, I love the golf, so we're gonna have to get a hold of that one. So we got the Architect, which would be really cool. The 20-year just came out, but don't know if I'll get a hold of one. It's not in Colorado yet. I'm hoping that I have a connection on that. And then this one was really cool. Very curious about it. The Buffalo Trace Single Estate Bourbon Collection. So basically what they're doing, from what I could figure, Preston was talking to me about it too a little bit, and I was reading up on it. So it's from their farm. They have a farm that they grow everything on that they need. And so they are starting kind of the grain glass, kind of like Heaven Hill. So this Buffalo Trace Estate project is their estate farm, and it's going from dirt to glass. I mean, it's everything is coming off of there. The whole works. It sounded like the oak is right from there, and it's specific to the farm. How they're doing that, I don't know. If they got, I don't know, but it's all specific, and it sounds really cool. I doubt we get a hold of one. They had a oak specific one that came out, an antique one I just saw, 375 for like $400 MSRP, which was kind of crazy. But the estate, the Buffalo Trace single estate bourbon sounds, and it's all single barrels, and it's all from the farm, everything there. It's all their grains, everything from there, everything on the farm into these barrels and then out. Don't know when it'll come out, don't know much about it, don't know how much it's going to be, don't know that it's probably not obtainable at all, but sounds cool. So we got all that. Jack Daniel's distiller share, there's nothing listed on it yet, but they're supposed to be, they just celebrated their 230th anniversary, and there's supposed to be a bottle of that coming out. I don't know if that's going to be, not Jack Daniel's, I'm sorry, Jim Beam, sorry. And Jim Beam Lineage bottle number 3. That was a cool looking bottle. I looked that up. It was $300 MSRP. So yeah, who can afford that? So that's what we're doing. We're talking about different ones. What are you guys looking for? What are you going to hunt for in the spring? What kind of stuff would you like? April's in the house. Just stopping by to say hello. Thank you so much for doing that, April. And are you going to let him buy any fun stuff this spring? You know, we know Porky only gets bourbon if April says so, right? Oh, that's a good old fashioned with that 7-year-old Fitz. So not too bad. Better than a dry January. Probably won't see much of Henry. Well, I wish you would have come in on New Year's Eve, Henry. I'm sure you were really busy, but that was a lot of fun, and you could have had one with us and said, see you in a month. But all right, Henry. Sorry you're feeling bad. There's a lot of that going around the whole country. Thanks for coming in. Cheers, buddy. Take care of yourself, and we'll talk to you soon. Good night, Henry. All right. I'm glad he came on. That was nice of him. So hope he feels better. Bourbon would help, by the way. Hey, Dennis is in the house. Live from Hawaii, right, Dennis? How's it going out there? Palm trees and bourbon? Yeah, little beach bourbon and palm trees and bikinis right now. I don't know what time it is there. What time is it there? Like 5? Oh, sun's going down. Sunset over the ocean in Hawaii. That's probably really pretty. So, yeah, that's probably really pretty. So, I don't know. Should I pour this one? I'm thinking lower proof. I don't know if I want to go with this bad boy tonight. I know it's 111 proof. I would be curious with the anthology, but I mean, part of me really wants to try it. What do you think? All right, you feel better, Henry. Rained all day. Well, that's a bummer. No sunset in the rain. Well, I slept like crap last night. It was the moon. I'm blaming the moon. So I started talking to laugh because I knew that Taz was coming in with a comment. So, but I don't know if you saw that full moon over Horsetooth Rock, but holy cow, was that something else this morning. Absolutely beautiful. That thing was massive, and it was way off up towards Cherokee Park and on a lower plane, and I slept like shit. I'm blaming it on the moon. So there you go, and it was beautiful though, absolutely gorgeous. So I don't know. Part of me really wants to. I think I'll hold off on this, and I got the keeper. So the one I want to talk about, we'll throw one more out there if anybody's heard. I know I talked to Ray and I told Preston. I brought this up. Penelope 17, American Light Whiskey, 17-year. Well, Penelope's coming out with an estate collection 17-year rye. A rye 17-year from the estate collection this year. That'll be released, I believe, in late summer. But yeah, 17-year rye. How cool is that going to be? I know a couple people that are going to be trying really hard to get that one. Two-Tone and Raymart will definitely be looking for that one. All right. Yeah, we would take the rain from Hawaii for sure. We need it. We need moisture. It'll be the desert here pretty soon. I hope Henry does feel better. So whiskey would help, though. I think that's what he laughed about. See, you quit drinking whiskey and you get sick. So. All right. I think this is the one. We got the keepers done. So let's talk about Still Austin. This is the blue corn that was released this year, red corn. I got to try that. Cindy had given me some, and it is absolutely amazing. So I want to go one more with the Penelopes. They're releasing the Havana again and the Rio again. Um, Madagascar, which I don't think that's been released. I definitely don't have one. I haven't seen one, but I believe it was that's coming out. I'm not sure when. The Star Hill Farm is February. There's a little book, The Infinite Three. That sounds pretty cool. That sounds really cool, actually. The Four Roses Anthology we talked about. Um, yeah, the Kentucky Small Batch. That's 105 proof on that small batch. And Elijah Craig 15 year. The anthology is 75, 25, 5. So 75 corn, 25. Would that be right? Let me see if I got that. It's probably the same as this, right? No, because this is OBSO. And that, oh, that's OESO. That's OESO. I don't have an OESO. So OESO is going to be a little bit different. So I read the OBSO is slightly fruity, spicy, medium body, and the OESO is where it go? That'd be right. Don't see an OESO on here. Oh, there it is. Fruity, red berries, and medium body, but don't have an OESO. So I'm not going to open this one because this is OBSO. So the OESO is the one that's coming out in a 75, 25, 5, and this is only 60% and 35 rye, I believe is what it said. So that's pretty crazy. I think we got most. So that covers the Penelopes. I got to figure out a fourth to put in here. What I want to do. You know what? I love these dang things, and go buy them. They're so awesome. But I remember they're an absolute horror to get open. If I remember correctly. Yeah, I might not open this because you remember I think I did this last time I did this. I ended up cutting myself on the channel. I don't want to draw blood tonight. I don't know if I even want to try to open this. My goodness. Maybe. Nope. Nope. So we're gonna go another direction, and Preston, you're gonna be happy with this. This just came out late 2025, and I got it in late December, and a couple of different channels. It was one of their bourbons of the year for 2025. And I was talking to Preston about it. He says, we got Snowman bought the JW Pepper, the decanter bottle, and I have that one. And then they just came out with another one. It's called Gold. It's a higher premium. And I know I think it's Whiskey Wisdom I like to watch. This was like one of his top 5 whiskeys of the year. This is absolutely amazing. So it was 50. It's 104 proof, and the regular pepper. I'll grab the other one. This one is 107.8 proof, and it's way peppery. Lots and lots of peppers, like white pepper going on. It's got to have a lot of rye content in it. This one reminded me of, and Preston, you can agree or disagree, that we kind of thought it was a version of Omega from Penelope. And so we're going to pop this. That is a good pop. And this stuff, I had just a little tiny bit earlier. We'll do a little tiny bit more like that. I mean, the color on it is awesome. I may try the Omega next to it in a little bit because it is, this blew me away. So I'm glad I thought of that to bring this out. If you can find this, get this. This is an amazing bottle, a little more than the other one, but a lot better, honestly. The other one's good, but this one is absolutely rocking fantastic. That would definitely, if I would have opened it in time, been in my top Magnificent 7 of bourbon for 2025. Absolutely. So it would have definitely made the cut. It is fantastic. Love the likes. Keep smashing that like button for me. So what do you do in Hawaii when it rains all day, by the way? I mean, it's still warm out, but do you go to the beach? Yes. Don't talk to in front of Taz about hard waxes. But yeah, I'm like, I'm not even gonna try. Last time I got the knife out and I literally cut. I had to go get a band-aid. So we're not gonna do that tonight. We're not gonna do that tonight. 105 Knob Creek. What am I missing? I could look it up on there. There's more stuff. Oh, we're gonna get into the Still Austins. That's where I want to go. So that's why I had the blue corn up here. So the blue corn was last year, and then you had yeah, there's been more of them, but the red corn. So now there's a bunch coming out this year. The spring is the Bottle and Bond Rye. So let's go ahead and have something to drink while we're doing this. So we got what I do now. Let's see. Okay, I remember the Knob Creek, but what was the second one I poured? Okay, that's the Keepers. So we got the Keepers right here. We got bottles everywhere. I can put this away because we're not drinking it. So we'll put the Havana back. That is going to be a release next month, another Havana. So that'll be a good one to try to get. And one I'm really excited about late in the year. They've changed it, I think, because John J. Bowman, it's now like A. Smith Bowman, but it's not flavored. It's just like the John J. Bowman, but they're calling it A. Smith Bowman. You can look into that, but I saw an A. Smith Bowman with still the green bottle, and they're coming out with a cast strength version of that later this year. So that's going to kind of be like your straight from the barrel, probably with Blanton's, because it's Blanton's juice, and it's going to be 100 and I wrote it down. No, I didn't write it there. I saw it though. 122 proof on this Bowman. It's a single barrel. It sounds like so. With cast strength coming out later in the year, that'll be really fun. But so Still Austin, and unfortunately, this year's the Tanager cigar is later in the year. They're doing a Bottle and Bond Rye this spring and a Bottle and Bond Bourbon in the fall. So I don't know if those are every year. I don't know if those are normal releases for them in the spring and the fall. If Tanager, yeah, the Tanager cigar, if that was last year and this year, I don't know if that's just this year. I don't know enough about because I don't ever see anything besides just the basics on the shelf here in Colorado. Can never find any of the other stuff. Got real lucky to get the blue corn. Got even luckier to get to try the red corn, which was amazing. I was gonna have a little bit of it and try it another time, and then yeah, I drank it all. Looks like the Nuggets lost right at the end. They held in there though, missing 5 guys basically. So let's do the Knob Creek cast strength single barrel. 121.3 proof. That is so good. Got that nice, kind of that Jim Beam peanut profile, and tastes like a salted nut roll. God, it's so good. A little bit of char there, and it's nice oak. Yeah, if the 12 years gonna be like that, I can't wait to see. Darn it. Hang on there, losing my voice. Well, I don't think I'm getting sick, but for some reason, all of a sudden, I can't talk. That would be a first, right? 11, I appreciate it. So who else we got coming in saying anything? My Little Pony, last year Colorado didn't get the Bottle and Bond Rye. I tried from the year earlier and it was good. A. Smith Bowman, cast strength only, mostly a Virginia release. See, that's what I thought. I saw it, but it looks like the same color bottle as the John J. Bowman. Yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, that's really cool. And now, what about the cigar blend, Cindy? Was that a release last year? Or is that the first year this year? And I guess that's later this year. So, Still Austin, they've got a great little thing going. Oh, I bet that Booker has really opened up. It's probably awesome. The pepper is all over NoCo. Raymart's in the house. Raymart made it. Hola, Briven family. So you've missed some stuff. We're doing some samples of a few things, and sorry you weren't here. And Preston came over, and we ended up popping the cork on this new James E. Pepper gold label, 102 proof or 4 proof. 104 proof. Take a sip of it. Reminded us both a little bit of Omega, Penelope Omega. That's the best thing I have up here. It's outrageously good. This is really, really good. I don't know how common or uncommon it is. Maisie got some bottles, and nobody was really in any hurry to get one out at Cantina a while back. Well, like a month ago, 6 weeks ago, I grabbed it. Really want to try it. I think it was Whiskey Weather, just went crazy over it, and it should be. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Let's try the Keeper. I like the Keeper. I really do. That's a nice, kind of thick weeded. It's real kind of earthy, cereally, but a nice little honey. I always say kind of a, I don't know, honeycombs, sorta, frosted flakes, kind of, something along those lines. It's really good. Yeah, I really like the Keeper a lot. Now I was gonna. So the Cellar's coming out, the 2026. I got a 2024 because now I am curious versus the Keeper. So, I mean, it's a lot more money, like $100 more. So let's see. I haven't had this in quite a while. We're just going to try a little bit of it against the Keeper. And then, should you get to 2026, is it worth probably the $180 price tag? I would probably say no. No, I would probably say definitely no, more than likely, unless this just blows my mind. But that's why I want to do it right after I try this one, which I believe was about 80. And that is so good. It's just got an amazing flavor. It's so mellow coming in at 104 proof. It's sweet, but yet kind of a dry finish at the same time. Almost like like stone fruits, grapes. It's dry and sweet. It's hard to explain. It is so good. It's almost like it's finished, but it's not. It's not peppery at all like the other one at all. It's just got these really almost floral notes, probably real dry. I can see like rose petals, and then that nice light oak, and then there's just this this sweetness. It's hard to explain. It's light, florals, stone fruits, almost your grape wine feel, like a dry wine, white wine. I mean, it's amazing. It's got a really, I don't know, Preston, you had barely any of it, but let me know if you remember what you thought. The nose is amazing. Now the nose, you get more light vanillas and caramels. It's so good. Man, that is good. Big fan. Big fan. So let's try the I want to do this. We're going to do this. What do I do with it? There we go. Must put it back. Did I put it back? Yep. This is cellar aged 2024 Maker's Mark. It's good. It really is. Not worth the money. No way. No way. I mean, it's aged 12 years. It's really good, but that keeper is really good for $65, $70 bottle. Um, yeah, this doesn't blow my mind. It's fine, but I don't know that I'd be looking for um, the 2025. I don't know how that is versus the 2024. I didn't buy it because I remember the 2024 liking it but not loving it, and then the 2026 coming out. I don't know. Maybe they're getting better. They keep making them, so they keep selling them at that price. So obviously somebody likes them. Oh, Pirate is in the house. Yeah, I don't. It's man, this is better. This pepper is so good. It's better than this. We can go back to the keeper. See now the keeper though, if I remember right, I think it's got chocolate notes. It says, oh, it's 10 virgins. 10 toasted virgins, Taz. No wonder I like the keeper. Uh, bold oak toasted sweetness. So yeah, 10 virgin toasted American staves, oak staves, 109.3 proof. If you can find this, which I still see it on the shelves, I would absolutely grab one. Um, cheers to Old Pirate. Yep, hit that like button. Thanks, Pirate. Appreciate it. Yep, stands up to the Balboa. I think so. I think so. I have to say, I really do. Don't get the Cellar 2026. I just don't think it's worth it. It's not worth the price. Find out if anybody look it up online for me because I forgot to do that. What is the release this year for the what are they calling this? The wood finish series. So you had the heart and the keeper, and I thought it was supposed to be either a 3 or 5 year series. So there should be one this year, but I don't know. But the heart was really good. I have the heart up there still, I think. And then this keeper is really good. And this is fine. It really is, but not for the price. So yeah, I wouldn't mess with that one too much. So we'll keep this off to the side. We're gonna clean this glass, and we're gonna have the Omega next to that in a little bit. We're not gonna stay on forever tonight. I want everybody just to I don't know what is going on. So, and I better not be getting something again. It seems like everybody I know is sick. It has a lot to do, I think, but it's so dry here. And when the wind was blowing earlier, I went outside and the wind's blowing crap all over the place. And shit, the grass is trying to grow. Trees are going to bud pretty soon. Those are fighting words. yeah, maybe so, huh? That's funny. Hey, how did I go I went from 12 likes to 11 likes. What's going on? Somebody disliked me? What happened there? Uh-oh. You see if I can. I just messed up my screen. There we go. Haters. There you go. It wasn't that bad, was it? All of a sudden, see, now I'm back up to 12. But that was me. I liked it. So yeah, we were at 12. But keeper. Let's go back to the knob. That's really good. Yeah, I can't wait to try that 12-year cast strength and compare it to the store pick cast strengths that you can get. I don't know how common this is going to be. This was just kind of an early deal. They were maybe getting rid of that 120 proof. I think you're going to see that one just go away completely, and they'll do more of this specialty stuff. There's going to be some crazy stuff coming. And then, Cindy had talked about just a little bit, My Little Pony. She talked to a Cesarec person that it sounds like there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff coming out more this year. It's going to be really good for a possibility to get more Buffalo Trace stuff, more Weller items and Stag and whatever it happens to be. And then Preston, you talked to somebody, and it sounds like they made a deal Eagle Rock made a deal to get a whole bunch of Weller into Colorado. So we might be getting dumped with a bunch of Weller. That would be awesome. So if we can get more of that, I mean, not regular. I think everybody's looking at this point for the 107 is almost impossible to find. The single barrel is impossible until I just been looking for years and just got lucky. Full proof's very, very hard to find. And it's in museums and they want a ton for it. So if you get more of it, maybe the price will come down to where it's affordable. Yeah, more Weller starting in February. That would be very nice. For new riff, I vote for the sherry finished. I never bought a bottle of that one. I haven't had that one. They sent me a sample. I've got the 8-year rye and the 8-year, 2 8 years. And then, of course, the single barrel bourbon is really solid. And then the Balboa is really solid. And then, yeah, the New Riff's single barrel rye, malted rye is number 1. Not necessarily rye. Yeah, inside, press 2 tones on the inside. And his insider from 2 Tone is saying, we're going to get us this Weller. That would be awesome, huh? More Weller. More Weller would be incredible. So we'll see what happens. That is amazing. So we're going to try, here's the malted. Oh, the malted is, God, it's so good. Now, I mean, this is single malt. This is 100% malted rye. Oh, and you want to tell you, so that's the beauty about these two, about this one and the Balboa, is they're totally unique for ryes. The Balboa is, that's it. They have one farm can grow it. They have the rights to it. Nobody else grows Balboa, and New Riff bought the farm. So they only can yield it every other year, and it's a limited amount. Now this is a single malt 6-year, all malted rye, 100%, and it is also very unique and very delicious. Very delicious. It's kind of a good sweet rye. It's really good. The Balboa you're not going to find right now because they came out last year, so you won't see it again until next year. So the new 6-year is coming out in a couple months of the New Riff malted. So go get you one of those. It's a red bottle. It's right. Oh, I got it out here. Yes, right in front of me, right there. As you can see, my son got me this for my birthday a couple years ago. It's almost gone. I grabbed another bottle of it. It's back there somewhere. That Cantina had on sale. They were getting rid of it for like $48, so that was totally awesome. Yeah, Maurice Taylor would be good. Oh, that's the big one I want to talk about. I'm looking all over my notes and I never wrote it down. So one of the big things I saw today, I thought this was cool. I will definitely get a bottle and try it. So Traveler is releasing a cast strength. I think they called it cast strength and not barrel proof. So 122 proof Traveler. And I believe that comes out in April. I'm going to try it. Why not? I mean, I didn't mind Traveler. It's just really low proof, not a whole lot going on. It was like, get a Buffalo Trace, it was like a low-end Eagle Rare. Yeah, I mean, it was fine. Really smooth, but they already have their entry-level stuff. So now they're going to amp it up. So, I mean, everybody said that for a while with Buffalo Trace and even Eagle Rare. I mean, how about a cast strength Eagle Rare? How cool would that be? Because the 12-year up to 95 proof from 90 proof is way better than the 10-year. I mean, the 10-year 90 proof is rock solid. You go to that 12-year 95 proof, that 2 more years and that 5 more proof. Now you take an Eagle Rare and proof it. I mean, at a certain point, you're starting to get into it's a staggers because it's the same mash bills. But yeah, Eagle Rare at a little higher proof would be great. I'd love to see. That's why I'd love to get that A. Smith Bowman at that higher proof because it's basically a Blanton's, I think. And the higher proofs would be fun. I'd love to see them come out with like a cast strength Eagle Rare or something along those lines. I mean, look at how good A.H. Taylor barrel proof is, but it's incredibly hard to get. And the stags are very hard to get. Although I'm hoping next week, because the dump will be next week here in Colorado for the first of the month, anyways, well, in northern Colorado. I don't know about you, Cindy, if anything showed up. Probably not today, the day after. It'll be next week. But stag C and D are out back east, so I would think they'll be in Colorado this week or next. I'd love to find some more of the stags. That would be, I would love to be really greedy and be able to have all of them in review though. Same year. I've never gotten more than 2 from the same year, which I very, very happy that I've got that. I'm not complaining at all, but it would be kind of cool. And even if anybody else, our whole group, a cedar ID, and send me some so we can review all 4 for the year. That's what I want to do. That would be really fun. Because they did come out with a D again. They came out with 24D, first time ever, and then now 25D. And I mean, I didn't get A and B until December, and then C and D are out. So they released all 4 of them in like a 3-week period. I'm not sure what the heck that was about. That 6-year malted. It's a little unique, so I'm going to get rid of it because it's kind of messing the flavor up of everything else. Oh, that's good. I'll rinse this. That's a good one. That is such a good one. So we're going to use this. We're going to move this over here, and we're going to try. This is the pepper gold. I'm very impressed. I didn't open it until today, and I got it really late in 2025. But if I were to have put it up against my Magnificent 7 or in there, it would have been in there. This is absolutely fantastic. We're going to put it up against the Omega, which I think took like 4th. If anybody didn't see, I'll spoiler alert it. So plug your ears if you don't want to hear. The whiskey of the year in the Barrelhouse, which the video is out, people are watching it, was Jack Daniel's Heritage. Blew me away. I did it blind. And it won. Eagle Rare 12 was 2nd, and Star Hill Farms, I believe, was 3rd, and Omega was 4th, which surprised me a lot. But this stuff is fantastic. So we got the keeper. I'm going to kind of leave these off to the side for now because I'm going to stay in the wheelhouse over here. And we're going to get the Omega down. We're going to try the Omega versus the Pepper. Pepper would probably be easier to find. The Omega's long gone. And contact Cantina Liquors, ask for Maze, and say, hey, can you get me any of this Pepper Gold? I would think it's available. I would think you could almost special order it from a liquor store. So I'll find out. I will talk to Maze about that and ask him and let you guys know next time on the channel. So we're going to do, we'll do them side by side here. We're going to put this one back down. We're going to move the 12-year down, the cast strength 12-year. That's why I have that up there. Is coming out this year. Star Hill Farm 2026 coming out next month. So definitely get a hold of that bad boy. We'll leave that in the corner. And this is what we're, so the decanter of Old Fitz is coming out, I think. It just says Old Fitz Bottle and Bond in the spring. Well, I'm assuming it's not the 7-year. Maybe it is. But I don't know the age statement that would be this year. Last year, I think it was an 11, wasn't it? I think there was a 9 and an 11. There was like 2 of them. And I've got a 10 from a couple years ago, and this is a 7. I know the 13 was like 3 years ago, so I have no idea what they'd be coming out, which one would be coming. It didn't have a year on it or what it is. So we'll do Penelope versus Peppa. P versus P. Go ahead, Taz. And then the 12-year, that's coming out this month, 10, 12, and 14. And how about that 10-year Hill? Did a short on that. Preston brought that over. If anybody hasn't had that and can get a hold of any to try, that is amazing. One of the best rides I've ever tasted. Absolutely fantastic. So, all right, we've got Omega and we have Pepper. 104 proof, James E. Pepper, gold label, incredible. The other decanter is very peppery, very smooth, but not on the same level as this one, in my opinion. Two-tone, you had it today. What do you think? I mean, it's good, and Snowman, you have one too, and I know that it's and so you can try that one, but try to find this one. It's really delicious. Oh, Snowman retracted his message. So I think Taz left the house because I've thrown some fastballs in there, just slow driving fastballs and nothing. I haven't seen anything from Taz in a while. I just teed him up and he is gone. I think Taz left the building. Fell asleep in the chair with his dog. You picture his dog right now. His drink's almost tipping over and his dog's eating his ice cream. And I haven't seen Dennis in a bit either. So yeah, I think I threw some nice little slow runners to Taz. No, maybe Taz is still there. Dump away. So, all right. Penelope Peppa. So we'll do the Penelope. I've been trying the pepper, so that's so good. Mm, 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 mm. I love that. That is been a pleasant surprise. I mean, I popped that open and we tried it like, wow, this is really, really good. And yeah, I know, Snowman, you've got the no, but what was I thought I wrote that down. Mm, I no, don't know about that one. I don't know if it was a limited release or not. I just know it was available, and I had no problem getting it from Cantina because nobody was buying it. So I don't know if it's still available and you can get it or not. But man, is it good! Don't show your moon, John. Uh, the Blackford Farms, no. But I was looking at this today, and I think this was late last year. But this was highly recommended. Have you had any Two Souls? So they got a Two Souls that is a 6-year 122.8 proof bourbon out of it's like got something to do with South Dakota. And then there's a 6-year maple rye from Wisconsin, Two Souls. Same proof. So I was reading about that, and somebody was talking about how good that was. But that was actually, I thought it was a release this year, but that was actually released last year. So I don't know anything about Two Souls either, and where that's from. But it mentioned the bourbon was South Dakota finished, or I didn't read the whole. I just didn't have time to read on all of this. Old fashioned's really solid. All right, a little more water, and then let's try the Omega. We're not going to stay on too long, guys. I appreciate everybody watching. And we'll go through this. And anybody else have? Is there anything people are going to try to find? I mean, I know the Knob Creek 12 is very interesting. Star Hill Farms next month. Look for that. Cindy, good luck hunting tomorrow too with Preston. Sounds like you're going to the place on 104th, and he's got my money for the Project X. Wow, what? Those are similar. Holy cow! Pepper does their own stuff, right? They're not sourced. Team Z Pepper. I mean, I'm like 99.9% positive that this is an old distillery, but holy cow, is that close? Pepper Distillery, Lexington, Kentucky. Man, I might like the pepper better than the Omega. There's the Omega. Rock solid. Rock solid. All right, better get a wash. Then I'm going to try the pepper. And you can see, too, yeah, the pepper's got more copper color to it. A little bit more, maybe slight caramel. Creme brulee, maybe. Creme brulee. All right. Wow. I think I like the pepper better than the Omega. I'm gonna have to wash again. They're so close. They're very similar. The Omega is 109 proof, I believe. No, 101. No, god damn it. No wonder. Poured the wrong one. That's cigar blend. And they are close. That's weird. Why did I grab the Omega? Well, the cigar blend's really delicious compared to this. Now I gotta do the Omega. Nobody even noticed that, did they? They didn't say anything to me. All right, now we'll do the Omega. Well, getting crazy now. All right, cigar, Peppa, Omega. Okay, the pepper's definitely better than the cigar. That's what I was blowing me away. But they're similar, which means the Omega is going to be different. So, yes, me too. I missed out both years. Okay. So, yeah, and it wasn't Omega, it was cigar blend. I didn't have the Omega. So, this is the cigar blend. That's pretty light. That is the Omega. That's the pepper. So definitely the Omega and the cigar look to be the same color. They're more of a just a pilsner, maybe a pale ale. This is like it's like an IPA, little amber color to it. All right, so we're gonna go back to the pepper. Just a little tiny sip. Oh, yeah, yeah. You know what? And that's explaining a lot because it's a lot smoother than the other pepper, but there's definitely some deep, rich flavors there. We're now off the cigar blend, and I'm not calling it a cigar blend, but it's definitely better than the cigar blend. Go back to the cigar blend. See, this cigar blend is really solid. I like it. It's opened up nice. This is definitely better. The pepper's better, and it's not as much at all. This is more leathery. Kind of got that leather, slight like dark cherry Swisher Sweet, real light on that though, and just nice flavors. It's smooth, nothing crazy going on. It's only 101 proof. Now the Omega is 109 proof, I do believe. That's what threw me off when I read that. It's an 11-year, 109.8 versus 104. Don't know the age statement on the pepper. I'm just going off the darkness. It's got to be at least 8 years. That would be my guess. Let's try the 11-year Omega. Here we go. Oh. There we go. I was a little shocked. I'm like, what is going on? I love the Omega, and the pepper was basically beating it, but it's not now. It beat the cigar blend, but it's not beating the Omega. Oh my goodness. Yeah. No, it's the Omega, I think. Let me take another sip of water. I'm going to need more water. This one's empty. We have the Nuggets. They lost. So let's go to the Avalanche. But they're missing 4 starters and both their centers. So it's crazy. All right. Pepper. And that's smooth. But that is definitely, now that I'm tasting the cigar blend of what that would be, there I'm definitely getting a little bit more leathery notes, light tobacco on this one. This would be a little bit more tobacco, which is crazy because this is darker. But it's so good. The more it sits there and opens up, I'm definitely getting more leather and light dark cherry, kind of like a Swisher Sweet. I mean, it is moving towards the cigar side. I guess I would have never guessed that until I had this one accidentally. But incredible. All 3 of these are so good. You can find that gold label, grab it. Maybe that's what it is. It's a gold cigar label, right? Little gold band. Could be. It's not saying cigar, but now that I'm going with this, I'm definitely getting kind of dark cherries and chocolate and leather feel. Some vanillas and caramels, not peppery at all, and it's just smooth and some sweetness, but dryness, and yeah, it's really solid. Then you got the Omega. Man, the Omega is so good. That one's kind of that one's got more of that light grapes, almost a dry wine feel to it, and caramels and just everything going on. Because I believe it's in French oak stave secondary. And that's what I'm getting. Yeah, French oak barrels. So you're getting at some point I'm assuming a French oak barrel had wine in it. So you're getting this really, really light tannin in this amazing bourbon. It is amazing. Omega is absolutely a rock star. And all three of these are rock stars. Everything I've had is a rock star, and everything coming out should be amazing also. And so, anybody else? What do you think about what we've had? What you want to try? A few people kind of talking in, talking out. It's been a long week, and Happy New Year to everybody. But I might just sign off. Kind of talked about it. Anybody's got any more opinions on anything they want to try, or something they're hunting for? I don't want to bore people. I came on Sunday to do my whiskey of the year. Hope you guys watched that. Watch that video. Watch the Penelope video. I'll have a short out this weekend at some point, and then start coming up with ideas. I got some stuff for next week, and I really appreciate you guys coming in. I thought about not having it tonight, but then I started looking at the stuff being released, and maybe the list will be more refined, and we can talk about it next week. So. Taz Devil, Porky Prankster, that's darker. What the heck is that? Two-tone. North Snow Day. So, anyways, two-tone, have a great time with My Little Pony hunting tomorrow, and I look forward to getting that bottle, and we'll do that on the channel. We'll go back to, I really want to do this soon, maybe next week. Preston and I talked about it. That might be what I do. I might do 1792 as the whole thing as a distillery. Love 1792. I've got a 12-year, I haven't cracked, and then 1792 does Kirkland, and I have a Kirkland Master Distiller single barrel over here. From Kirkland that might be fun to open and try against all the 1792. So we might do that next week. Budget distillery, everything they have is amazing. I just did a video on all their finished products, or we did the live with Ray and cognac and all this crazy stuff. That's a lot of fun. So maybe we'll try that next week. Anybody else? Yeah, good luck. Good luck hunting tomorrow, and keep in touch. And I think Brad just kind of hey-oh'd and left. Dennis hey-oh'd and left. Anybody else? And I think we saw a little tiny bit of Old Pirate. He had to take off maybe. So, Old Pirate, you're still there. And Happy New Year. We'll see you next Friday at 7:30. And I'll be on for a couple weeks. End of the month, I won't have a show on Friday night. I'm going down to Denver. And yeah, I think I'm going to sign off. I don't want to. I'm really kind of done with anything. If anybody wants to, any opinion on what I had, I would have opened that Four Roses, but I wanted to do the matching one. So, all right. Thank you, Old Pirate. I will see you guys there. Good night, everybody. Appreciate you guys coming in. We're going to keep it short and sweet tonight. It's been a long week. And I just want to go over this a little bit. I don't want to wear you guys out on trying to watch me, and I appreciate you guys coming in. Hit the like button. That was awesome. Oh, we need one more like. Somebody's got to hit a like button. I don't like number 13. I don't like the number 13. Somebody's got to hit the like button. Pound the like button, everybody. We're getting ready to sign off, but I need a like button. We're one shy. Riley, did you hit that like button? I need 14. I can't sign off till I'm at 14. I'm weird that way. So let's go back down here. Cigar, rock solid. Pepper, rock solid. Better than the cigar. Omega is really, really good. Really good. One of the whiskeys of the year right here for 2025. The Penelope Omega is absolutely amazing. I'm going to keep talking until I get 14 likes. We're getting ready to sign off. The Pepper Gold, if anybody can find that, get it. It is absolutely amazing. We've got a little bit of keeper left here. After those deliciousness, I don't want to do the keeper right now. And so we had my Old Fitz 7. All my ice is melted. Of the old-fashioned that I made, the Quasar. Oh, 14. There we go. Thank you, everybody. That was awesome. So come see me next week. We're going to do a 1792 distillery with some Kirkland stuff, too. Barton Distillery makes their stuff. That is one of the best distilleries in the country. Their prices are amazing. They win contest after contest. We'll do the bottle and bond. We'll do the 12-year. I'm going to pop open the Osil Sweet Wheat. We're going to do a whole bunch of 1792. Bring some of that in the house and talk about it. Let me know what any Kirkland that you have, and we'll go from there. So thank you so much. Happy New Year to everybody. Watercorn Ryan Oak. One a shelf, one a glass. Hit that like button. And we will see you next Friday at 7:30. Cheers, everybody. And good night. I'll say good night to everybody real quick, actually. All right, Porky. Look for Silver Springs, some of the great rye cast strength. All right. Cheers, everybody. Old Pirate. Cheers. Two-Tone. Cheers. Terry. Cheers. Porky Prankster. Good night, and thank you so much. My Little Pony. Two-Tone. Good luck on your hunt day tomorrow. And cheers, Dennis. Cheers, Taz. Cheers, Ray. And I think I caught everybody. I hope. Old Pirate, cheers. If I didn't get you, I'm coming back through here looking. I think that's about it. Cartman hasn't been in a bit, but cheers to Cartman. And cheers to Henry, who was sick and went to bed because he quit drinking bourbon for the month and got sick. See? His fault. All right. One a shelf, one a glass. Good night, everybody.